With the growing popularity of hand-dyed yarns, it's important to know how to care for and how to wash these yarns. So today I'm going to show you how they should be washed and a couple of really important things to keep in mind. First off, you want to make sure that you're using cold water and you're using a very small amount of detergent that's safe for color, and you want to avoid any aggressive friction. So, like I mentioned, just a half a teaspoonful is plenty. And here I have some red and white self-striping yarn, and you want to avoid it sitting in the water for too long. If you do get a little amount of color loss into your water, that's completely normal, but you don't want it to sit in the water so that the white absorbs any of the red dye that might bleed out. If you do get a little bit of color loss, that will stop with subsequent washes. So you just want to gently squeeze and avoiding any aggressive friction. Any amount of friction or rubbing is only going to cause your knitted goods to felt, and you don't want that. Like I mentioned, if you do get a little bit of color loss, that's completely normal. And that's as long as it needs to be in the water. And then to get out any excess water, you just want to roll it up in a towel and press out any excess water. And then lay flat to dry. And as you can see, the color is still intact and it looks great. So we'll put that one aside. And if you have a color where you're not so concerned about color bleeding to one another, it's still going to be the same rules. You want your color to look vibrant for as long as possible. So cold water, it's a bit too much. Small amount of detergent. And you only need for the knitted goods to be in the water really for a couple of minutes, just long enough to absorb the water, and you're cleaning it, so you're just gently squeezing. No wringing or rubbing like that, or it will definitely felt. Okay, so we're just going to squeeze the water out. Lay in the towel. Roll it up. And squeeze out any excess water. And then lay flat to dry. And if you're giving knitted goods to friends and family, you want to make sure that you let them know the basics on how to care for their gifts. Okay, so we have a darker color here, and the same rules apply, just to keep your color looking as vibrant as it can for as long as possible. You spend hours knitting these precious items, so it only takes a couple of minutes just to keep them looking great. And with the darker colors, you might see a little bit more color in your water, but like I said, that will stop after a wash or two. And just very gently squeezing the water. Squeezing the sock, I mean. Okay. You can see there's a little bit more dye in this with this color, as it's a darker color, but like I said, that will stop after a wash or two. If we were to be using warm water with loads of detergent, this water would be very purple and you would have lost a lot more color, and you want to keep it looking great for as long as possible. So just make sure that you follow simple rules: cold water, mild detergent, safe for colors, no wringing, lay flat to dry. And there you go. I hope you find this video helpful in washing your knitted goods. Thank you.